lot more physical than it was yesterday. I think the young guys they weren't really intimidated, but I know how I feel, and just overwhelmed. Like first college practice, like this is crazy. But I think they were getting used to it today. A lot of guys were flying around a lot more. A lot of guys were a lot more confident too. A lot of our freshman linebackers are really busting their butt, trying to learn the defense, trying to learn formation, trying to learn the offense. So they're flying around a lot more today.
But you relish any contact, don't you?
Sir?
You relish any contact, don't you?
I've gotten a lot better than I was in the past. I know not to do it now without any pads on. I ain't trying to get cussed out by Sweeney anymore. That happened way too many times.
Talk about what you've seen so far this spring. Obviously, it's just the first few days, but what can you pick up? You know, defense going through a lot of turnover. A lot of guys are looking to you to kind of be that next guy to step up.
I think the main thing with our defense is a lot of guys are just really eager to learn. We do have a lot of young guys on the defense, but they're all just willing to put in that time to get smarter, get faster, get stronger. And I think that's going to pay off in the long run.
You personally, how are you approaching this year?
I mean, I approach it every the same. I'm going to go in every year, work my butt off. I think it'll be a little different this year. I feel like I am gaining a little bit of a leadership role. But other than that, like I'm going every. I've been preparing this way since I was 12 years old, and nothing's changed, honestly.
What are some areas that things you're working on this spring to improve that personally?
Probably the main thing is speed. All through winter workouts, I was just wearing a weight vest. I got my weight up. I got up to about 245. So I was still trying to keep that speed while gaining weight. I was finally eating good. That's the main thing that was holding me back. But I just wasn't eating near as healthy as I should have been. And I did that this winter, and I finally put on about 8 pounds. So really just speed. I was wearing a weight vest. And now I just got to gain the weight back. I got sick. I'm down to 230 now. So I got to put that weight back on. I lost 15 pounds from freaking strep throat. So.
Where do you want to be? What's the
I think anywhere from 36 to about 38 is fine with me. I mean, I feel like I can play good at 40, but probably my the best potential would probably be in 35, high 30s.
But how much do you guys talk about as a defense? Hey, you know, last year we ended up #1 in the country. This is a standard that we want to continue around here.
Not much, honestly. I mean, it's in the past. We can't really do anything about it. Like, we had a great year, but it's in the past. We can't worry about it, and we're looking forward to better things this year. We're going to continue to work like we did last year and strive to be a #1 defense again.
Been a couple years ago with Sammy and Taj and all those guys here, it was looked as primarily an offensive team. Last year kind of switched to a defensive team. Now a lot of people are expecting a lot of the offense again. Are you guys using that as kind of a chip on the shoulder, like we want to be known as a...
Not really, honestly. We're going to go into it every year like we're striving to be a #1 defense. We're going to go in and work in every day, come to practice and work our butt off. And we're not really worried about what the outsiders are thinking. We're just going to continue to work every day and just play the best.
How much confidence can you take from your performance in the Russell Athletic Bowl against Oklahoma and getting that start?
It definitely helped out a lot. Just knowing that I can compete with the best teams in the country. And that's really just the only way I can do that is preparing. So just that Louisville game and the Oklahoma game, the only reason I played pretty good was just because I prepared so well. So I think it's a reminder. The only way I'm gonna keep doing that if I just can keep preparing like I did those last 2 games. So I just got to keep going every day and working, just preparing, acting like I'm a rookie.
What's got to be your mental attitude to play with Coach Venables as a linebacker in the system?
You got to come to work every day. You got to be focused. Definitely the first day I didn't have it near as good as days I should have. I wasn't focused, and he definitely jumped on me. So I think if you got to be focused, you got to be ready, and that's really it. If your eyes aren't on him every second of the practice, he's gonna bust your butt. You know, he's looking for it too.
Was there a moment where you realized you weren't preparing enough, or you weren't mentally where you needed to be?
Not really. I think I was just so anxious to perform well in those 2 games I got to start. I just didn't want to miss the opportunity, so I was just going overload, just in there every day for hours, just texting Coach V, like legit annoying him. I knew I was annoying him. But I know if I want to keep playing that way, I got to do that every day. And there's definitely some days where you get tired, you don't want to do it. But to play that level, you got to make sacrifices, and you got to be in that film room and in your book and on your phone texting Coach V like every day. So I mean, that's the main thing I got to work on. Just continue to do that day in and day out.
How often do you still go back to that Oklahoma game and watch that touchdown?
I've watched the film twice, but I haven't really. I see it on like Facebook. People tag me and stuff like that, but that's really it.
You get a lot of people talk to you, friends and stuff like that, talk to you about that play?
I mean, I've had a couple people, but in the past, I can't do anything about it. It was a good game, good win, but it was over with.